Mm-hmm. Some of y'all a little like me. Some of y'all look like me or a lot like me. How y'all get treated in your own hometown? By like Jesus, okay? You got to think about Jesus when it come down to this right here. Look at how Jesus was treated in his own hometown. It's like didn't nobody really respect him like that or appreciate him or nothing. But people out of town and in different parts of the world and stuff, they really appreciated him and things. But the people in his own residence treated him like probably like nobody or just like another person or whatever. This is how I was being treated in my own hometown, and that's how some of you guys are being treated in your own hometown. Why is it like this? I do not know. I do not know. And this is one of the reasons too why God do not want certain people to come with you. Because when you go out of town with these people and they see that you're not treated like that, they see that you're actually treated really well in another town or another city or whatever versus the one that y'all grew up in, they gonna get mad. It's something about that that sets these people off. It's something about it that sets them off and makes them view you in a certain kind of way, because a lot of times these people are okay and they just fine and dandy whenever they feel like you are beneath them. Like some people get off on just feeling like you beneath them or making you think that you beneath them in some kind of way, but they deep down inside know that you're not. A lot of them know that you are more special than what they're trying to make it seem like you are. They know that you are the chosen one. They know that you are that person. And my mama even knew this about me, and I didn't even know how she knew. I'm like, Mama, how you? But that was my mama or whatever. But it's just the fact of the matter. But a lot of them be knowing this, but as long as they feel like you don't know, then they cool with you. They cool with you if they feel like you don't know. So this is another thing. If you guys read my book, I talked about how when I went out of town with these girls, they found out that I actually get treated better and I get more attention and stuff like that. They didn't know this, and I never said anything about it or nothing. I just let them roll and think that I was just a certain kind of way, and I let them think what they wanted to think while I was here. But when they went out of town, when I went out of town with them for real, and they was seeing how people actually treated me versus how we were in my own hometown. I believe that's one of the things that went ahead and set them off. I really do. Because they was fine and dandy at first. They was well, they wasn't just fine, but because they knew certain stuff. But until I went out of town with them, I believe that's what really set them off. And jealousy is cruel as the grave. So this is one of the other reasons why why God won't allow a lot of these people to come with you. Because they'll find out about certain things that they shouldn't even see. Everybody's not welcome to things that go on up in your life and how people are with you or nothing. Even when it comes down to stuff like that, them people not welcome. They're not welcome to see any of the fruits of your labor or to see any of the beautiful things about you. A lot of them sense your spirit and stuff. And so that's what make them, that'll set these people off and get them upset and to attack you. You can't bring Jezebel with you on no godly journey. It just ain't gonna work out like that. Jezebel have to stay where Jezebel is at. You can't take it with you. And a lot of times God be trying to pry you away from these people and out of the hands of the Jezebel spirit. But you got to let it go. Because when they find out certain things about you and they start seeing the beautiful things about you and that you're in your life, it's something about it that'll set these people off, and they'll tell her what they'll do. That's the way they did Jesus. Because Jesus didn't do anything wrong, remember? He didn't do nothing wrong. But word kept getting back about certain stuff. Word was getting back about what the miracles he was performing and the stuff that he was doing and things. And they was jealous of Jesus. They was jealous of him. He kept debunking stuff, that these lies. It was a lot of lies out, a lot of confusion and things. And Jesus was tearing a lot of the things down that the enemy had built up. And so the enemy got upset about that and decided to crucify him. And which he did die for our sins, but look at how they did him. Like they actually picked a murderer to get out and to get free before they did Jesus, and Jesus wasn't doing nothing but helping people. So if you look at it like that too, that's a great way to look at it. Look at how they did him. They picked a whole murderer over Jesus. So that goes to show the spiritual space these people was in, the mental space these people was in. and everything. You know, they had a twisted view, and it was real. It had to be real bad for them to do that right there. But a lot of times you do have to walk alone. You have to walk alone and by yourself, and not tell nobody about a lot of the things that you are getting as well. Because unfortunately, not everybody is happy for you. Okay? Not everybody happy for you, and not everybody want to see you move up. They want to see you getting pulled down with them. And a lot of people won't even be comfortable with you if they feel like you are not on the level they on. You know, a lot of times people be on a really low level, and they not okay with you until they feel like you on the level with them. They want you to be low like them, or lower than them. And unfortunately, that's what make them feel comfortable. They'll feel comfortable seeing or knowing or feeling like you in a low space right with them. Instead of them wanting to elevate, they want to stay where they at or get lower. So you trying to elevate is something that's going to make them tick. It's going to make them tick or make them act a certain kind of way with you. And unfortunately about this too, whenever you are around people that don't want to elevate, that don't want to do better, it's going to throw everything off, and it's going to block your blessings. Because how you going to elevate when you got somebody on the sidelines pulling you down? And this is what God is trying to pull a lot of people. What God is pulling a lot of people out of that. So yeah, this is why I'm so glad that my people, my grandparents and stuff would take us out of town. Because if they didn't, I probably would be like crazy for real. I would have a different perspective on life for sure. Because going out of town allowed me to see, and it allowed me to meet different people with different perspectives and different attitudes. And this is why I was telling you guys before, don't just be confined to that one part of the world. It's plenty other pieces of the world out here, and not everybody gonna treat you like that. See, the enemy wants you to think certain things about yourself. So I'm glad that my people will take us out of town into different places, so that I didn't become confined to the thoughts and the way people was thinking about me in my own hometown. And keep in mind too, the people in my own hometown really didn't even know me like that. They still don't. But if you ask them, they'll say they do. They don't know me right now, and they didn't know me then. But like I was telling you guys in the last video about people painting narratives and perspectives about you, especially if they know your people or they know of your people, and they think or link you up with other people in their heads. So it's good to get out of town, guys, but a lot of times you cannot take these people with you. You can't take them with you. Okay, you got to go and do this thing with a select group of people, or a select person, a God ordained person that you have to do this walk with, or you do it by yourself. Because when they find out, okay, when they find out that you're not treated like that in other places, these people get weird. They get really weird. Don't go out of town with these people. Don't go out of town with them. They find out that you don't get treated a certain kind of way out of town. Oh my goodness.